G'day Saints fans, I'm Ollie Geale and I'm your digital draft ambassador for 2015. I'm joined by Tony Elshaug. Thanks very much, Tony, for talking to me. Appreciate it.
Ollie.
Now tell me, mate, obviously the draft experience for anyone, whether you be a fan or staff or a player, it's very stressful and there's a lot of pressure on the experience. How have you found the lead up to the week?
Yeah, no, it's plenty on, Ollie, and we're looking forward to it. It's pretty hot in here with all the lights and the chandeliers, we look forward to it. It's an exciting time at the Saints. A lot of young players on the list, a lot of great senior players, and we took a good step forward last year in the right direction, and hopefully we can do that again next year and build some momentum towards the top of the ladder over time.
Obviously, as we've seen over the last few years, we've got a terrific amount of young lads coming through. Do you feel the pressure each year that we need to go better than last year?
Oh, definitely. You're always keen to do a good job. I mean, at the end of the day, you feel a responsibility to the club and the players and the leaders and the staff, that everybody's working hard, that you make some decent calls, and I guess at the end of the day, it's not just about calling them out. A whole range of people bring it together to help them become the best players they can.
When we're looking at draftees, do you look at possible leaders other than just strong players?
Oh, definitely. And you'd like to think that your first pick is going to be a very good player. It's going to play a long time and have capabilities of showing people and putting them in the right direction. And they can all lead in different ways. It might be by example. They might be able to talk very well. There might be a combination of both. They might be inspirational. They might have very good values, but you'd like to think there's some ingredients there that will help, bring the other boys along, and they can help each other.
Obviously, speaking of leaders, you don't need to look much further than Nick Revolt, fantastic leader of this footy club. He's also a Tasmanian, obviously great stock dating back to Darryl Baldock, and today we've got Webster, Templeton, Weller, and obviously Revolt. Do we look at a few of the young Tassie lads coming through?
Yeah, most definitely. We look at them all. But certainly there has been a rich vein of success come from Tasmania. Barry Lawrence, he was the person on the mark when he smothered Paul Hudson's kick for goal for his 150th goal. And he was a Tasmanian too.
Legends.
So there's been a lot, and there's been a proud history, and who knows?
Now, obviously, we've got a fair few Jacks in the team. Do you look at possibly bringing in a few more just to help out with the roll call? What's the decisions there with the Jacks?
We write down all the Jacks and then we work it out from there.
That's it.
You've got Loney, you've got Billings, you've got Sinclair, you've got Nunes, you've got Jack Stevens. And one's won 2 best and fairest. Jack Nunes has worked himself into the leadership group. Loney and Sinclair had good years last year, so let's call that another Jack.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
Obviously, last year we've seen the rise of not only a massive cult hero, but a fantastic forward in Josh Bruce, and whispers are on the street that his talent comes from the man bun. Will we be looking at possible man bun through the midfield or maybe on the wing?
Oh, I don't know about the midfield. It looks pretty typical of a forward for mine.
Sure. You
see a few forwards in the competition who've got the man buns, and maybe that's the way to go. But there's only 1 or 2 there in the draft, but who knows, once they get to the club they might grow the hair out a little bit,
and
they might just cotton on to the trends of the game, and that's probably the success to playing good key football.
Well, that's true enough. Finally, obviously, the round one really is just around the corner, so how's the feeling within the camp regarding round one here in Adelaide against Port Adelaide camp?
Oh, round one, geez, what that
Well,
far?
mate, I'm not mucking around here.
No, you aren't mucking around. Well, we'd be very excited to come over and do very well. It's a great stadium. They're a tough football team. They've done very well over the last few years. I'm sure they're keen to bounce back. We're keen to put our best foot forward. So it should be a packed crowd, and should be very interesting.